welcome back to my channel. It's been very dead because I've been at uni, and then when I came home from uni or RIGA, I've been working and also just spending time with my family and friends, which is very needed since I've been away from them for like 6 months. So yeah, it's, what day is it? It's 31st of July today when I'm filming this, and hopefully I can get it out sometime soon, very soon, in August, beginning of August, hopefully. Pray for that. But yeah, I've gotten a lot of questions during the summer and also before summer while I was studying about uni, RSU and RIGA and life in general and how it was moving and all of that. So I thought that I will make a video, or 2 videos actually. One where I talk about like common questions that people ask about the uni and accommodation and life and stuff like that, and then also another video where I talk about my personal experience. And yeah, and then some people ask for a Swedish video or vlog or something like that. I'll try to make that happen, hopefully. Yeah, so that's the plan. But yeah, so let's just, I'm not gonna waste any time because I know my videos are usually really long. Hopefully this one isn't as long. Please, I hope this is not as long. I'm gonna try to make it as short as possible. And also, if you have more questions, please ask them in the comments below or DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is here. Also, this is not gonna be like a fun video or anything because I'm not funny, I know, but like it's not gonna be fun because I'm just gonna be answering a lot of questions about school and uni and all of that. So let's get right into it. So the first question that I gotten a lot of questions. The first question that I've gotten is basically, how is the uni RSU, Riga-Stradins University. So Riga-Stradins University, personally, I think has been really good. It's very fresh, fresh as in it's modern looking. It's not like old crusty walls and, you know, ceiling falling off. I mean, no, it's not. Okay, no, I'm not gonna give them that. It's very modern. It's very nice. And so the university has 3 locations. So they have one main building where you have most of your classes during the first year, and then you have Anatomicum, which also you go to. Anatomicum is basically the place where you study anatomy, histology, and embryology. And so that will be in another location, and then you have the Medical Technology Center, which I think I talked about in my video when I went to the open day at RSU. I can link it in the corner there or there, I don't remember, but I'll link it and you can watch it, because that I show you my whole trip when I went to the open day in the university and all of that. And so I think I explained a little bit of that, but that's basically where you have like most of your clinical skills practice is in the Medical Technology Center. So those 3 locations are where you usually study, and there's other study locations, but those are just hospitals. So there's different hospitals around the city where you go to depending on what kind of block you're studying, but that will only be, I think, starting from the 5th, I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah. And then the second question I've gotten is, how are the teachers? Teachers are like, the teachers I've gotten have been really nice, like really good and like motivated and like passionate about their subject. So that made the studies a lot easier and more fun, to be honest, because yeah, like if the teachers have a passion for teaching and giving their student like the knowledge, then it's really like, it really motivates you to study, you know. Even though if the subject is hard, they make it easy for you. Now that doesn't talk about every teacher, and there's like a few, like, you know, bad apples in the basket or in the tree. I don't know the saying, but yeah, but that's everywhere. You'll find bad teachers everywhere, and they're not bad, they're just strict. And so if you can like get them to like you, maybe you have a chance. I don't know, it depends. But like I said, it's everywhere. You cannot find great teachers everywhere. I mean, yeah, there will always be a few bad ones, you know. So the third question that I've gotten is about accommodation, how to find a house, or not a house but apartment. And it's to be honest, it's quite easy to find an apartment in Riga if you search in time. I mean, not even that, to be honest. I had a few of my group mates actually stayed in a hostel for 2 weeks during the orientation week basically, and then they searched for a apartment like on place. Like when they were there, they searched for an apartment and they found one. So if you want to do it like that, that's fine, because a lot of people actually do it like that. What did I do? Oh yeah, there's another video for that, me looking for apartments in Riga. I think that was, yeah, I have a video of that too if you want to see like how I did it. I think I explained, I don't remember. Yeah, no, I did explain, of course I did. I think you can watch that too. I'll link that one too as well. But yeah, so basically like you can search for an apartment like my group mates did 2 weeks before, staying in a hostel on place, or you can come like maybe a month or two in advance and search for apartments. Or if you want to be safe, you can get in the queue for the RSU hostel. Like you sign up for the RSU hostel that you want a room, and then you can stay there until you find another one, or if you just want to stay there, you can do that as well. And then there's this place where I live, which is called Riga Residence, and it's actually not like a hostel from the university, but it's become a hostel because only students from RSU mostly live there. The rent, depending on how big the apartment is, it can vary a lot depending on where you live and how you live. So if you have a big apartment, of course it's going to cost more, and then if you have a smaller apartment, it can still cost more, because if the location is very central, it can be very expensive. But I would say, like, roughly, if you live alone, I wouldn't spend more than 400 euros. But if you live with people, then it can go up to, if you live, because I know some people, for example, they live with 5 people and they pay maybe like, I don't know, 300. So they live in a shared apartment, but they pay 300, including utilities, which is basically water and electricity, and yeah, I think that's the utilities. So somewhere you can get the utilities included in the rent, and sometimes the utilities are added on. So it's usually like 50 in the summer and maybe like 150 or 100 in the winter, depending on how much you use, of course. So yeah, I would say that's most of it. Fourth question I've gotten is like, do you have to learn a lot of Latvian? And you do, sort of. You learn Latvian for 3 semesters, and you learn like how to communicate, like very basic, you know, like how are you doing, what's your name, my name is, I come from, all of that. And then in the second semester you learn more about like medical terms and like body parts and, you know, doctor's questions and stuff like that. Meaning like, you know, where's your pain, how long have you had this pain and stuff like that. And then in the third semester, I don't know what we learn. I think it's mostly like you just repeat all of the first and second semester's knowledge in third, so you know it, and also like maybe some more medical terminology mostly, I think. So you need to know some basic stuff. And also there's this it's a medical terminology booklet which is made by a student actually, and it just translates the English to Latvian, so you can have that with you, and it's really helpful. I haven't gotten it yet because I don't need it right now, but I'm gonna get it definitely in the higher semesters. It's not very difficult Latvian, but you need to know some, you need to learn it, and it's actually really good because once you learn the language, you will sort of understand the culture more, and it will be more fun to, it's more fun to live when you understand everything that's written around you, like on ads and like in stores and everything. You understand what they say, and it's more enjoyable living that way. Personally, that's what I think. And then if you want to, you can also learn Russian, because most of the elderly people are actually Russian. So if you have a patient who is elderly and only speak Russian, it can be hard. So if you want to take that step to learn Russian as well on top of Latvian, you can do that, but it's not required, because you're allowed to have a translator, but it's only, you know, the patient doctor contact that can suffer a bit. But that's basically it, I think. So another question I've gotten is that the quality of, like, how the quality of studies is in Riga, since people have this opinion, or they have this opinion and view on Riga compared to like England and Sweden, like Scandinavian countries and England and, you know, the rest of Europe, like those richer countries or whatever you want to call it, that the quality of studies suffers when it comes to, say, Latvia. Personally, I do not think so. I don't think that the quality suffers at all, because we have gotten really like basic, really like comprehensive information about everything. So it's not like they have skipped out on a lot, or like they don't skip out on anything. They give you the whole background. So for example, for anatomy, I can give that's a great example, I think. So in anatomy, you learn the whole skeleton first, and then you learn the muscles, and then you learn the internal organs, and then you learn the nerves and the blood vessels and everything connected to that. So you start from the bottom, which like, or the innermost layer, whatever you want to call it, and then you build on top of that. And that really summarizes the whole education system, or whatever you want to call it, in at least in RSU. I don't know about the other universities. And I also don't think that the education suffers at all, because the teachers that we have are really qualified. Like, they are legit. Like, some of them have PhDs and have written research papers that have been published and are very like high esteemed teachers. So I do not think that just because the country itself is not so well developed or so as rich as British and Scandinavian countries, I do not think that the education suffers at all. Otherwise, people wouldn't be coming to RSU to study. Like, if it wasn't good, people would not obviously come. I would not be promoting people to come. So I really think that RSU is really good, and they have really high standards. So I think this will be the final question for now. I think I've gone through most of it, but the final question is basically, how are the people in Riga, and will I be able to find people like me at the university? And to that I will say yes, you will definitely find people like you, or people who you like, in both RSU and on the streets. Like, you will make friends easy peasy, I swear. It's really easy to find people, especially if you go to the orientation week, which is the first week of uni, where you get to know, they show you around the university, they talk about it, then they explain everything, and you get to meet your group mates. Definitely go to that because the time you spend with your group mates, like, you will spend a lot of time with your group mates. You will, hopefully, if you stay together, you will be together for 6 years, and that's a long time. So if you start off on the right foot, you will have friends. Period. So like, I don't see any problem at all in finding any friends. And they also have a lot of organizations and groups. So for example, for Swedish people, they have SLF, which is Svenska Läkarförbundet, and then they have this B.U.S.I.N.E.S.S or B.I.S.A or whatever, British International Student Association or something like that. I don't know what it's called, stands for, but yeah. So they have for British people, they have for African people, they have for Swedish people, they have from Portuguese, Italian, Finnish, you name it, they got it. I swear, you will find people easily. Oh, of course, how can I forget German people? You have it too. You have the biggest one, okay? You are set, you'll be fine. But for my minority people, they have a lot of student organizations, and you can, a lot of activities going on all the time, every day. Not every day, but a lot of the time. They have like parties, they have activities, they have games and movie nights and whatever. They have everything, and you can so you can definitely find friends. That there's no doubt about it. I think also they have, like, if you're interested in sports or if you're interested in the music or whatever, they have like RSU sports club which you can join, and they have I have group mates who go to, they practice like football and oh, what is it, sprinting, or yeah, something like that, with Latvian people, and that way you can make Latvian friends as well, which is really easy. And young Latvians are really open and very welcoming when it comes to students like who come from another country, internationals. So you will be totally fine. I just don't worry a lot. Trust me when I say that uni life in Riga is so much fun, so much fun. Like I'm very, very grateful that I got the opportunity to come to Riga, because it's been something I wouldn't have experienced it if I didn't come to Riga. I'm so grateful that I got the opportunity to come to Latvia and RSU to study, because my life wouldn't be completely different if I studied in Sweden. I can tell you that much, because the people you get to meet are incredible. They're so nice, so nice. So you're set, trust me, you're set. But yeah, I think that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any more questions, please comment down below and let me know, or DM me on Instagram, and I will try to get back to you either personally or I will make another video. So thank you so much, and also don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos, because I have a few more coming up. At least this year. Next year we'll see, but like I'll try. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying, trust me. But yeah, thank you so much, and see you next time.